Good evening, Mates FC podcast here. My name's Dave Chase, and I am me. Joined tonight by our welfare officer.
Hello, I'm Andy, the welfare officer for Mates FC. I'm also one of the coaches at Mates FC and Football Fitness
Club. We're also joined by one of our managers.
Hello, I'm Rich. I'm one of the managers at Mates FC. I'm also one of the coaches over at Football Fitness Club.
And showing his big old arms there. Who else we got there?
Hello everyone, Simon Green. I'm one of the managers at Mates FC and one of the coaches.
And he's got big Popeye arms.
Yeah,
Okay,
isn't it?
just a quick run through. Excuse this freight train that's going past. It's my Hornby train set. Mates FC is a football team, not quite like all the other football teams. We want no commitment. We want where injury or mental health issues has given you a bit of a knock and stopped you from playing. Maybe you've lost your passion for playing football. We want to get you back out on that pitch, and we want to build a community that you're comfortable in and feel supported in. We put our games up. Anyone can come and play in our games. We put our games up as events on our Facebook page. You click on that, whatever one's suitable for you, as in whatever date suits you or what takes your fancy. And then when it comes around to that week, we pop you in a little group, a little private chat group, and we plan where we're going to meet and all that sort of stuff. If during that time or the time before that or on the day you don't fancy it, don't come. It's no trouble at all. You're not letting anyone down. We want you back out on that pitch when it's right for you, and that's all that matters. No pressure on you, no commitment. If you want to come out there and play for 5 minutes, play for 5 minutes. If you want to do the whole game, do the whole game. Maybe you've got an injury and you're not sure how you're going to get back out in the swing of it, but come along, give it a go. That's basically what we are, what we do. And so tonight, Andy, do you want to just run through? Oh, your eyes are blue tonight.
Thank you.
You put a filter on?
No, that's just how I am,
Oh, fair enough.
Right. So tonight's show, what we've got is we're going to do an interview with Rich and Simon just about why they got into football, how they got into football, and a little bit around their sort of youth days going into adult football. So we'll do that. And then we've got Pierce goal review. And we're just going to talk about if you can start posting up any of the greatest goals that you saw this weekend. So what was the best goal you saw this weekend, either on Match of the Day or it could even be across the world. I mean, you might have seen the Southend goal. You know, it was very good, but you know, I don't want to push people into that. But if you haven't seen it, I can put the link on so everyone can see such a great goal.
Nothing.
Sorry?
I wouldn't bother.
Okay, I thought it was quite good. We don't score many. And then we'll have a little bit of an update from Dave on the end-to-end challenge and where we currently stand on that. So all the Mates guys that are taking part in that. And then again, if we've got any requests from other charity teams that want to come on tonight. And I think probably the first thing that we'll cover off tonight is going to be a return to football. Yeah! So obviously following the announcement, it's looking a little bit more positive and getting out there again for starting the football again. Football at Fitness Club will also start again. So everything is looking really good at the minute.
Yeah. So cheers, Andy. One of the things that we said during everything we've done since we've come back after the first lockdown has been due to, during the restrictions. Rich has been incredible with making sure that he can adapt our drills for Mates FC training or Football Fitness Club to make sure that whatever we're physically allowed to do, we can do it and we do it safely. And it's worked brilliantly. We really have been really impressed. And separately, everyone that's turned up has been so respectful and, really followed the rules. We've tried to still make it human. And I think we've achieved that. I think, You get there's a few things that are a bit different beforehand, but when you're actually out on that pitch, it's playing football normally. Yeah. So all I would say, we have got everything ready to come back. We've been planning a lot whilst lockdown's on, and these lockdowns have actually helped us because they give us time to plan things and tweak things slightly and review what we've done and see how we can work better and see how we can make things, make any changes we need to. But what I will say is a bit of a killjoy to start with. We've got these dates in and we're ready to go. But if it is not safe, we won't be doing it. I don't think that's going to be the case. And if everyone acts how they acted since last June, who comes to any of our sessions or any of our games, we're going to absolutely smash it and we're going to really enjoy it. So when the announcement was made this week, this is sort of what we was expecting. We actually, if anything, it was a little bit earlier than we was expecting. We thought it might be after Easter, but so we're about a week earlier than we thought we'd be back. I put out 23 games, 23 fixtures. 23 fixtures that had no teams, blank for us to, for you lot to put your names down and come and say you want to play for that team, for our team on that game. I put those out about 9 o'clock at night. When I checked at 7 in the morning, nearly all of them are full. Some of them have got 20 people put their names down. 23 matches went like that, right? So still keep putting your names down because people are likely to drop out. And as we get closer, people will be making other commitments and doing things because you haven't been able to go out and do anything. But yeah, get your name down and there will be more matches to come. But currently, pretty much from Saturday the 3rd, which is Easter, Saturday the 3rd of April, we have got a match pretty much every week through to the end of the summer at the moment. We've got a weekend away, which is now 3 days away, down in Brighton and Eastbourne. We've got a weekend in Birmingham. We've got tournaments planned later in the year when we can have. Yeah, it's been amazing, and your support's been incredible. To see that many games fill out that quick, it's just mad, absolutely mad. So thank you very much. We also put out Football Fitness Club. We are coming back from the first day that we can come back. Well, we can come back on the 29th, but we play on a Thursday, or we have the sessions on the Thursday. So we've put Football Fitness, secured the pitch again, and we've got Football Fitness Club 8 till 9 every Thursday, starting the Thursday the 1st of April. After that, 9 till 10, Mates FC training at the same place at Chelmer Park, and we've secured that for the year. So we've now got some nice key bit of space, and we can take a few more people there. We are looking to expand a bit more as well, but all of those events are down in the Mates FC Facebook page. If you go on there, click on events at the top, just under the picture, and just scroll through and look at the date and the game that you fancy playing. We've got people coming up from Eastbourne to come and play us. We're going all over the place. So, yeah, it's brilliant. Can't wait. Boys, what's your views on A, the return to football, B, the roadmap out of all of this, and C, the reaction we've had from everyone out there? I think for me personally, the biggest one that sticks in my head is the kids going back to school. I can't wait for that. But I'm sure the kids can't either. But from a homeschooling point of view, I think it's been really like a struggle when you're working from home, like we've talked about each week. So I think that's going to be good, and I think it's just going to be good for the kids to get back with their friends and like start sort of getting back to what kind of normality that we can get back to. It's just that little bit of, like I say, getting back to normality, and I think as soon as the kids start to go back and other things start to evolve and open up, I think it can only be a good thing, can't it? So, Rich,
Yeah, I think that now that he's got dates on things, you can work towards certain things. You know, like the kids are going back to school 8th of March, so if you're working towards that, and then you can sort of start putting your house back together after they've been smashing it up since December.
Get all the stickers
and then you
up
can
and
sort
everything.
of like, yeah, see, and then
Why
you
do
do any
kids put
painting or
stickers on
anything that the
everything?
missus wants you to do. Yeah, especially the bits that the paint comes off easy as well.
So
yeah, just the roadmap and the dates. So
yeah, I think that's a good one, isn't it? The dates, like actually seeing dates, gives you a bit of hope, doesn't it?
Does. I think it certainly gives you a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, and there. So I say it's only little steps at the moment, but I think it's good. Let's say Andy said, kids going back to school. I think they need that bit of stimulation with their mates, people their own age. It's all good work doing bits and pieces from home, but it ain't right. It ain't the best thing for them. And I think from a football and return to normal point of view, it's just for me personally, seeing them dates and knowing that in the next couple of weeks, or we'll be doing football and getting out there, out and about in the fresh air and all that again. It's just, for my own mind, it's just like great. It's just sort of something to look forward to, because there's not really been much to look forward to, is there? So that's what I say. I just think, yeah, it's good. It's a step in the right direction anyway, and hopefully it may continue and we get back to normal.
And what about the reaction we've had to the dates that we've put out for games and how quickly they've gone?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it?
Mad.
Yeah.
Very good.
Because coming back in June last year, well, for football training, or at the beginning of July, wasn't it? Coming back for that was 6 people we could do with one coach and things like that. And we were sort of taking it a week at a time, and we had matches in, and actually until the December lockdown, the lockdown that started, what do you call it, tier 4. Before that, we actually didn't really need to reschedule any of our games, because we kept gaps in there, didn't we? But now to be able to sort of feel quite comfortable to put out this many going ahead, and for them, the reaction we've had, the appetite from our players and from anyone watching, it's been fantastic. And what I just want to say is, for anyone who's not quite sure what we do, as I explained, you click on that event in that in the messenger group that we set up for that week's game. We see what size kit you want, because we lend you the kit for the game. We give you that on the day, and what we're going to do, 2 things a little bit differently this time. We're going to get there a little bit earlier. We're going to make sure we get a bit of a warm up in first, because pitches are absolute gold dust, and Rich and I have been working so hard we've got so many expansion plans, so much we need to do, so much we want to do. You can see the demand for what we're trying to do. Christian Crozier has messaged in saying, quick question, average turnout for a training session. Well, Football Fitness, we average 35 to 40 people every Thursday, and we physically cannot get any other ground. We want to do it on different days. We want to do different sessions. We want to expand. We just can't get anything. We don't advertise, Football Fitness. We've put these events up here to let people know it's happening, but the people that already go to it, we don't. We've got flyers. We haven't given flyers out. We don't put it up each week that it's on, because we're pretty much full up every single week without even having to advertise. Mates FC training, we have slightly less people, but now we've got a bigger session. We had slightly less because we only had 12 places within Football Fitness Club, because Football Fitness Club facilitate it for us. But we've now secured a bigger session, so we can take more people on. So there will be room for you. And for the games, as I say, we've got people already in one night of advertising the games. We've got 20 people wanting to play for our one team. But we've had games where we've had 55 people wanting to play in one game. So sometimes we change it so we play ourselves, because all I care about is making sure we get as many of you as possible to get out on that pitch and play. So I don't care who we play. So if we've got 55 people, I'll change that week's team that we're playing, and we'll set up that we play ourselves. We put 2 teams out against each other. We just want to make sure we can, if you want to get out there, we can facilitate it for you. So we're changing slightly because, again, where pitches are so hard to get hold of and to get out on the pitch, we have to get on the minute that our session starts. So I'm not very comfortable with going in, I'll rephrase this, from turning up 10 minutes before and going straight at that pitch we may not have played for some time. We'd always encourage people to go to football fitness training, football fitness session, or Mates FC training. The only difference between those, Rich can explain what Football Fitness Club does with their drills. Go for it, Rich. You watching football?
Yeah, basically it's just it's football for all ages and all abilities, and it's football drills designed to get yourself fit, but with a ball at your feet. So it's not progressive running and like the usual boring stuff. It's game-based drills that we adapt to suit all, really. That's the best way to describe it.
And how does it work on the day? What happens when they turn up? What sort of groups they get put in, and what sort of drills do you do?
It all depends. I think at the moment we're going to be very lucky because we're going to see what they do, or the FA chooses to do with the kids. So where in June, July, when we came back last time, we had to sort of work with the groups of 6. We're going to know that now 2 weeks before. So we'll plan. We'll get people into groups. We've got 5 or 6 coaches. Potentially the way it works that a coach will walk you around different drills. And then if we can, we'll have a game at the end. If not, we'll do some sort of small-sided, competitive, adapted game or something. We'll do something.
Free aside.
Yeah, potentially free aside if that's what they want us to do.
And then, so we have that set up. If there's anything like, let's say that you're not sure about your fitness, or you've had an injury and you're not too sure about how it's going to cope, it isn't football training where you're getting whipped and told to do something and shouted at or anything like that. Quite the opposite. This is just, as Rich says, it's an alternative to the gym or something to go hand in hand with the gym. It's getting out there, playing a bit of foot, having a ball there, and just getting out on the pitch and getting that feeling of like a football club. Anything you don't, any drill that you come around to and you think, nah, my knee's not going to take that or whatever, don't do it. It's no trouble. You just stop. You sit that, well, not sit it out. You just walk around it. The difference with Mates FC training is we have generally about 3 of the same drills that we'd have in the main football fitness club. But then we need a bit of team bonding in there and skills. So once we get the games going again, we'll see that, no one can do a penalty. So we might, have a quarter of the session doing that, or we'll focus on what we think the team has been missing. You can just turn up, come to Mates FC training, get a bit of fitness in there, and have a kick around with them. That's it. You don't need to play for the team. Everyone that turns up is part of the team, but you don't need to play a match. You don't need to do anything like that. Just put your name down on the event so we know how many groups, because poor Rich, he arranges these drills based on who's coming, how many people we've got coming, what the regulations are. He makes all these lovely laminated plans, and then 5 extra people turn up on the night, and we're like, where can we put them? What team can we put them in? So it really, really does help if you can please just put your name down beforehand so we know what to expect and know to wait for you as well if you're going to be late or anything like that. But for the matches, rather than going in cold, we'll meet a little bit early than normal. Give your kits out, and then we'll have a little warm-up session straight away before the time comes to go on the pitch. We get about 5-10 minutes on the pitch to warm up as well, and then we go straight into the game. So just to just a little bit more bonding and warming up beforehand. Anything else to add to that, boys?
No, I just can't wait for it. just can't wait to see everyone. I'm delighted that people have, you know, taken up those spaces on the for the matches, because without you guys, it's not much of a match. So you know, it all makes it worthwhile what we're sort of trying to do here. For you guys to then commit to it is really good. You know, like just to see that you know, people are ready and raring to go is, you know, that makes it all worthwhile. It's really good. So thanks.
But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop out, and we've got Captain Danny on hand to pop in, and then Andy, if you don't mind just taking over and running through the next couple of bits.
Yeah.
Excellent. And when I get bored of someone, I'll get rid of him and I'll come back. Bye.
Okay. Right, so the next part of the agenda, we'll just say hello to Danny when he comes in.
Evening,
hello,
all.
Danny. All right.
Yeah, you.
Very good, thank you.
Very good show so far.
I've uploaded that Southend goal, so everyone have a little look at that. Unbelievable. And yes, thank you very much, Matt Smith. Sean Miller's goal for Bolton was very good this weekend against Southend. Leighton Orient, eh? Anyway, right. Yes. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to do a little bit of interview. So me and Danny are just going to fire a few questions at Rich and Simon about, you know, why did you get into football? How did you get into football? Do you remember the first like football session that you went to? And also, people can write in if they remember their first, you know, their first experience of football and their first manager or somebody that was really influential on their sort of career, if you like. So over to you, Rich. So how did you get into football? Where did you get into football?
To be honest, I weren't that interested in football when I was younger. And then I lived next door to Dave and Kev Seaman, and they were football mad. So it was constantly, they call over the fence, do you want to play football? Was, oh, all right, we'll have a game sort of thing. It was never a big thing. And then I went to Cubs and they had a team. It had to have been the worst team in the world. We was awful. We even played the Brownies at the end of the season because we hadn't won a game and we lost that 2-1. And it was so bad. The dads would turn up with us, and I remember Si's cousin played for the same team, John Price, and we're all there and we're looking at the dads and they're all like looking the other way. Well, we know we're bad, but all the dads not watching. And John had taken his cousin there, and there was this 7-8-year-old kid doing about 130 keep ups on the sideline, and the dads were more interested in watching him than watching our games. So it was never the greatest of starts. But I don't know, something just sort of clicked, and then you just sort of realise that you get to school, like there's like if you're any good and you're in the school football team, your name gets read out in assembly when you've scored a goal or something. And I fancied a bit of that rather than being called to like the headmistress's office or to hang about after the assembly to get talked to. And I started from there. Never great. I was pretty quick, but that was about all I had in my locker in the early days. I sort of then joined the local club, Marconi, because a lot of my friends played for them. You was either at Marconi or at Gallywood in them days. If you was any good, you was at Gallywood. So I went to Marconi with a few mates. Played there for a couple of seasons, and then that was taken over by Chelmsford City Youth. Done a season with Chelmsford City Colts. It was nothing really changed. There wasn't any better players or anything. It just changed the name. And then for a couple of years, I sort of left there when I was 15, 16. And then I found pub football aged about 17. Went and played for again, a really awful side, the old Victoria. It was over in Riddle. They were absolutely rubbish. And again, they never won. I don't think I ever was part of a team that won a game. Probably the first 5 or 6 years I played football, I reckon. So, and then went from there. Then we sort of decided we was going to build our own side at the Right Sun. So we played a team, Kensun, and then played in the afternoon league, which again wasn't a great league. Like if you was any good, you played in the morning. The afternoon league was for people at the end of their careers, really, or if you were absolutely rubbish.
Rich, why was it called Ken's son? I've always wondered that.
So the old boy who ran the pub was called Ken, and it was the Rising Sun, so we called it Ken's son. That was that was I don't know. We just sort of couldn't think of a name, and then we come up with it one night, like
That's
standing by the bar.
Saturday night in a lock-in. You thought, haven't you? That's got to be a
It's
late
like,
night. It's a late night after
yeah.
a few turns, and you thought of that name.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that kind of game. But yeah,
he says, "What's your best memory and best moment?"
Oh my God. Best memory was probably after the playing days, was when sort of assisting Piers, we ended up winning the county cup, the junior trophy. That was big. I think most of my playing days were fun. Probably beating your mob, Andy, in the beating Seabrights in the cup final, or winning the league.
Great memory that was.
Yeah, that was great. All the cup finals.
Is that the year we won the league?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and then we switched it around a year later or something like that. That's the way that league worked. But yeah, I sort of like playing. I was never great. I'd sort of describe myself as like a no-nonsense defender. Is the best way I can describe it. And I've always said that if my mates were shit, I'd have never won a thing. It's just lucky that we sort of built a a nice sort of. We've all played together for a lot of years, for the different teams. When we finished with Ken's son, and we moved the team and merged with a youth team and became Chelmsford Wanderers. We benefited really due to Gallywood's success, believe it or not. Like Gallywood were flying up the leagues, and anyone that wasn't quite good enough or wasn't towing the line, they sort of outed them. And we were picking up players like Rambo, Sire. Not that Sire got out, but he just decided it was quite easy for him coming over in the afternoon league and then going and playing for Chelmsford, then back in the morning, but at the bottom divisions as we were working our way up. Yeah, so yeah. Did I what?
Did you ever score?
Yeah, I've scored as many in my own net. Yeah, I've scored as many in my own net as I have in the opposition. I think I've finished the career with like two senior goals to my name. But yeah,
I was going to ask what the best one was or the most important one, but it's 50-50.
I did score an own goal in a game that we needed to win to survive, and nodded an absolute perler in the bottom corner of the net, didn't I? So, and yeah, everyone was well impressed with me for about 15 minutes until it was actually 3-0 by that stage, and then it sort of no one's really even remembered the own goal that I put in. I think I might have got 2 own goals in that game, didn't I, sir?
Yeah,
I banged one in. Yeah, I think we lost 6-0. I think I banged one, looked one over the top of the goalkeeper's head in the second half. I know, weren't my greatest day. But yeah, I scored a couple of goals. We beat City supporters 19-1. I was on the score sheet that day. Like pretty much everyone was, other than the goalkeeper, and I think Rambo was the only other one who couldn't score.
Yeah,
James Ramage. Yeah, but yeah, that was. But yeah, I had a great time. To be honest, it was like when you're younger, if you've got something to focus on, and like you've got to get up for that 10:30 game, and that you tend not to write yourself off as bad on a Saturday night. So over the years, it's done me a few favours. And then, like I say, all the players I've played with some amazing players, and if they were sort of friends of mine, they wouldn't have allowed me in the team, I guess. So I used to do that and then make sure I got involved in the paperwork and organisation, because otherwise I'd have definitely been out of my era if it was ability alone. Yeah, I was never sort of mates with many refs. I picked up plenty of cards just for a little bit of overcommitted performances. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time. Like I say, and then and then we like I say, we went into the management thing. Made a good partnership with Piers. He was I was always the arm around the shoulder one, and Piers would be the one that's screaming at everybody. We went on a good run. We won plenty of leagues in the Pope and Smith and cups. And I say the highlight was getting to the county cup final and being 4-1 down and ended up winning the game. So yeah, it was an amazing day. But like I say, all the cup finals are good. The leagues do really well to organise them events at like Haybridge and Malden and all those grounds that allow you to play and host those cup finals. But yeah, they're sometimes better than winning the league, in my opinion. You know, you get there.
No, never. It's all them games. It's a consistency, isn't it? You know, like you know, anyone can have an off game and win a cup, can't they? Right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Simon, over to you. So, what's your first experience of playing football and why you got into it?
Oh God, I've been playing football I've been playing football for 35 years. So I've played for lots of teams. Mine's similar to Rich, really. I joined a Cubs team, but I say I joined the Cubs only to play for the football team, because I think in them days the only time you could play football when you was 6, 7, 8 years old was in the Cubs. So I joined them to play football.
Sorry, you said 35 years.
Yeah,
I'm doing the maths here.
I'm 42.
And you were a Cub at 20. You were a Cub.
Not that div. And then anyway, and then from there just joined. I think it was Name United, Marconi at the time. Very similar, pretty similar path to Rich, really, I suppose. And then as you're getting older, it was over.
A few more goals, though.
Yeah, maybe a couple more. And then it was to Gallywood, and I played for Gallywood. Then I had an opportunity. I went off to. I played for Whittam for a season with a few. I don't know if everyone remember Tim Dixon played over there for a little bit, and then played for Billericay for a little bit, and then went on to play at Barking. In the Ryman Premier at the time. It was only a couple of years, not like I was some sort of semi-professional. It was a couple of years of football, and then sort of that kind of fizzled out. Played for the Eagle and Hind at Molsham Lodge in the Sunday afternoon league as well. Yeah, and I've just played, and the majority of the time it's been pub sides and all that, but. Yeah, I've been blessed to kind of play with some really, really good players and players that I still play with now. I still play Vets football now, and there's some players that I play with now that I've played with for years and years and years. Mark Atkinson, I've always played football with him for years and years and years, and I still play with him now. So, yeah, that's what I've always done football. I've always played football every Sunday. I get a bit cheesed off when it gets to the summer months, to be honest, because the football season stops and cricket starts. And cricket's the most pointless sport in the world, so I don't like it. So, yeah, I'd say I've always been into football. I've always done it, and I've always enjoyed it. And that's the same. My boys, I'm sort of managed my boys' team as well now. So, but there was one point I think I used to train on a Tuesday, on a Thursday, play on a Saturday. I used to do 5-a-side at Riverside on a Saturday night, play on a Sunday morning. Play for Richard's Sunday afternoon team, and then play at Dovedale's on a Sunday night. And that I'd probably done that for about 3-4 years in my kind of early 20s. So I'd say I've always done football, always done it, and I've always loved it. And I think until my legs don't work anymore or won't let me, I'll continue to do it for as long as I possibly can. Yeah, so that's my kind of my footballing life.
I think the social side's a good bit as well, isn't it? Like the people we've met. Like Andy, I would never have known you if it weren't through football, would it? You know, so the people you meet along the way, and you're all like-minded, and yeah, some of the socials that we've had over the years have just been amazing, and it keeps you in touch with everybody as well. Like, if you don't do the football, you don't have a reason to get yourself out. You just sort of end up getting involved in work and normal life, and you just roll from one to the next. But if you've got your football and you see mates and like meet new people and stuff like that, it's been so good over the years. But
I think that's a big thing, isn't it? The whole community part of it, and like meeting people. I remember you used to walk down the Chelmsford High Street, and the amount of people, all right, you're right, and like my wife would be like, how do you know all these people? Well, obviously I'm a popular guy, but a lot of it was football, you know, like you play with these guys week in, week out, and you get a bit back with them, or you see a referee, or you know, and some of them you talk to, some of them maybe not. But yeah, like you know, see some, and it was like that community thing, and that's kind of what Mates FC's all about. You know, it's not just about the football; it's about people getting together, and you know, people can talk and stuff like that. So I think that's probably one of the biggest things from football, isn't it? You know, even even that bit before a game, before you go and watch a professional game, you know, like in the bar, and you're talking about, you know, what's going to happen, and then afterwards you're all talking about, well, now all you're talking about is VAR, but it used to be about referees' decisions. You know, they're not allowed to make them anymore, but it used to be about that and stuff like that. And I think that's the whole thing for me. I think you've really nailed it there, Rich, is that whole people that you meet and you go on to get sort of lifelong friends out of it.
Yeah, it's a community thing as well. I mean, I remember Ken's son. We'd go at half. We'd meet down the pub. I don't know, like 11, 12 o'clock to pick people up. Stuff. You'd go and play at 1:30. You'd come back. You'd watch the 4 o'clock game on Sky. You'd still be in the pub at 11 o'clock at night. Not necessarily drinking, but like you'd have something to eat and you'd watch a bit of football and you'd have a chat. A few old boys in the corner want to know what you've done that day. You know, it was just it's a good community thing. It's just something that when I first started playing pub football, it was something I was always interested in. You know, it's just different people along the way and doing different bits.
Lads, sorry, you're gonna read Matt's thing out. Matt's
go on, you're gonna read it.
Go on, you go.
Go for it. Matt Smith said, with Wickham, I remember beating Springfield United in 2000 in the League Cup, but lost out to Ken's son in 2003, 2004. Don't worry, we've all been there. You have off games. In the semi, but they did the double in 2005-06 season, so they got it back and did the double with Wickham.
They were a good side. Yeah, Wickham were decent. Yeah,
Wickham Royal.
That afternoon league, like it sort of went. There was always two good teams in the league, and whether you were part of that two team, but it sort of started off that there was like 10, 12 teams in there, and two were good, and everyone else was rubbish. And then then they ended up with like 3 divisions at one point. And there were teams coming all over to play the afternoon football. It just became popular, I think. I suppose it allowed you to have your Saturday night and then still play like Sunday football without having to get up and feeling so bad at 10:30 because it was all 1:30 kickoffs. I did really. Go on.
Sorry, Rich. Go on now. Finish. Go on.
Yeah, no, I just think they did really well organising that for as long as they did, and it's a shame that it doesn't exist anymore, in my opinion.
Christian Crozier has asked, all right, Chris. Chris has asked, other than scoring 2 own goals in one game, worst result?
Worst result? Probably any time we lost to Seabright, really. The rivalry between us and Seabright, we all went to school together, or a majority of us did. So it was, it was always it was a hard one to swallow if you lost to them. But yeah, that was probably losing to Seabrights were the hardest ones. What do you reckon, Si?
Yeah, a lot of them. You think you'd have got used to it.
Yeah, I think I'm the same with
Sorry.
No, go on, Dan. Sorry, mate.
I was just going to ask Rich one question, and I'm going to ask a question to both of you. But Rich, did you prefer playing or do you prefer managing, coaching?
I prefer. I think the time that I had with Piers, basically, I had a bad knee injury that I kept on trying to come from, and I was never great anyway. But like once I'd done that, I was trying to wrap the knee up in cotton wool all the time, so I was never playing to sort of or even run into a full ability. So I think when I came out of that, and then I wanted to stay in the game, and I enjoyed the management side of things. Because it's just a different thing, and it was me and Piers had a good sort of relationship together, and it was like we'd work games out, we'd work out a bit of tactics and stuff like that. So it was, I think I preferred the management side of things. Like I say, I didn't really ever manage on my own. Done a little bit for the reserves here and there, but yeah, the partnership I had with Piers worked really well. So probably that time, Pope and Smith, and sitting on the sidelines. I sat on the sidelines quite a bit as well when I was a player, so I might as well have been manager at an early age.
You learned a lot.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I learned how to keep my toes warm on the sideline. So yeah, management I think suited me better than playing.
All right, mate. Question I was going to put to both of you: who is the toughest or the best player you played against, and who is the best player you played with?
Oh, Jesus. The toughest player I've ever played against, is Jamie McKenzie by a country mile. Yeah, there's no 50-50 challenges in Jamie's world. He is always going to get there way before it's even near a 50-50. Yeah, the man is an absolute machine. But one of the nicest guys I've ever met as well. But you knew you was in a battle if Jamie was on the other side. It's funny that them McKenzie boys are a bit of tough stuff because Grant was always a hell of a player to play against as well. But yeah, Jamie McKenzie, there's no other toughest player.
And other than Pierce, who's the best player you play with?
Best player. I don't know. I say, yeah. So Steve Lunn, James Deans, Sonny Neenan, brilliant player. There's just been so many over there. James Ramage is probably like one that you might not think about. James Ramage was so consistent, always like you knew what you was going to get from him. I don't think he ever had a bad game.
Where did he play? Position-wise?
So
he was left back for Gallywood, and he was centre back, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he actually came over to us in the afternoon, and he played as a striker. And I think the man still is up there on like goals scored in a season. I think it's only someone like Paul Story-Smith. Sorry, is it Paul? Yeah. Paul Story-Smith that probably got more goals than him, or Sonny, or someone like that. Yeah, he scored millions of goals, but then I think he just suddenly stopped scoring, didn't he? So he just could not. Yeah. He could not score, and it went on for season after season. Then he went to midfield and then centre back. But like the man could play anywhere really. So he was such a good player to have in your team. And Mark Atkinson as well. Someone who could play anywhere. Mark Atkinson as well. Like literally anywhere other than striker, you could put him up front. But anywhere you'd have a gap, you could just like wedge Mark in there. And you'd get
my hardest player, I would say, probably Kev Wallace. I reckon played a few games against Kev, and he's still a warrior now. He was just an absolute. So I played with him, I played against him, and he's probably the hardest, most committed person I've probably.
You can get past him though, can't you?
You are.
You can get past Kev, but you can't. Yeah, if you ride him, you're fucked.
Oh. Mate, absolutely. I'll never forget we had a bit of a when they played for Brookhouse. We was Gallywood and we played a game over Chelmer, over Slades Lane, and there was a bit of a ruckus during the game. I think somebody had done. I think it was James Dare had kicked one of their players, and it kind of kicked off with like a 22 man brawl. Well, it didn't last very long. You just see Kev. He just come tearing across the pitch, and it's like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? You don't. Get on the
Christian agrees with you. He says Kev Wallace was an animal.
He was an absolute animal, absolute. But he's a really off the pitch. He's a
lovely guy. He's a lovely guy, Kev.
Yeah.
Matt Smith said
one of the better ones as well. I think the best player I've played with is probably. There's a few. There's Fuller. There's Carla was a great player. There was Sedgy. Jigo was a great player. And then getting into like sort of the older days, there's Maisie who was played at Baddow. There's a few. There's loads of different individuals, but yeah, Maisie was very, very good, absolutely superb, and I think he still is now. He still plays a bit of vets football now. Dan, you know Maisie as well, didn't you? He's very, very good.
He's quality.
Matt Smith said that he had a midfielder, Simon Govus. No Oppo like playing against him. He never left you alone on the pitch. I think I remember him.
Yeah, absolutely. Like from the first whistle went, he was literally. He wasn't very good, but he was just.
I'll tell you, he was a very good player. Rich, do you remember when me and Rambo played? We played for the rep side for the Sunday afternoon league, and there was a bloke who played up front who played for the church team.
John Delaney.
John Delaney, he was a great player.
Yeah. John DeLacy.
DeLacy. Yeah, John DeLacy, that's it. Yeah, DeLacy. He played for so many teams.
He was a great player.
Yeah, he was one of them that would literally play for. If there was a game of football on, you'd probably find that he'd play Saturdays, Sundays. He'd play every night of the week if he possibly could.
Yeah. He was at Redstones, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I think he played for so many sides. Tristan Smith as well. Do you remember him? Aaron Wright. He was a great player.
And he said he just commented Stevie Lunn. He agrees, Stevie Lunn.
Yeah, Steve Lunn. The
played
thing is with Steve Lunn as well, like he's he's about 4'2", yeah, and I've never seen a leap on a man. Like he beat you head than any day of the week. But then he played for us, and when we won that county cup, he played in goal. He was unbelievable, just an amazing goalkeeper, wasn't he? So he was just think other than he threw the ball in his net twice that game. That's why we were 4-1 down.
Yeah.
But he was.
Christian said Steve May was quality.
Still
And Aaron said Johnny Devine could kick a dead ball.
Yeah, Johnny had a powerful shot on him. Yeah, he did.
Another one, John Nicholson, who I played with always. He was an amazing player. He was a little bit temperamental, to say the least. But yeah, he was a great player, absolute great player.
Nicky Cropper.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I say, I've been so lucky. I've been so lucky over the years that literally, if I didn't know half of these and went to school with them and stuff, like my trophy cabinet would have been empty, 100%.
You know when you said, sorry, go on.
Jonathan Knight, he put on, just going back around the social side of it, and he said it's one of the main reasons that he regularly attends Football Fitness Club on a Thursday. He's met lots of great people from football, both at Football Fitness Club training and with his son's team, and he can't wait for it to be back. We can't either, John. Be good to see you, mate.
Definitely.
Yeah. With that football fitness, it's again, you don't have to have any ability there. You know, it's sort of it is for all abilities, all ages, and it's good to see. You sit there and you can see like little friendships groups like creating, and I think a few of them after the lockdown they were coming over training, and then they were going off into town and going to our house and things like that straight from the thing, because they've got their green light to go and do their fitness training by the missus, and then they're heading into town after, probably telling they're doing double sessions or something.
Dave Robinson said, Crozier, you weren't too shabby, son.
Well quick, if I remember. He was well fast.
Robbo weren't too bad either.
Robbo, great touch. Great ping a ball.
Lads, I was going to ask on the emphasis of mental health. When you, like Rich, you said you had a bad knee injury. How did that affect you? And sorry, you got a few injuries as well. How did that affect you when you say you had to have a big spell, not playing?
Go on, sorry, Rich. Go on.
No, for me, I basically ruptured my ACL in my right knee. Not even a bad change or anything. Just literally ran across the pitch, got my boot stuck in the ground. I went one way, and the knee decided to go the other way. Obviously, at the time, it was a case of, oh, we'll be all right. But no, it wasn't. It was. I went to the hospital, had the MRIs and stuff, and it was basically hanging there by a thread, which eventually then went totally through. But then it created. I was offered operation to have a reconstruction, but I was told that I can build it up through building the muscles up around it. So I didn't really fancy the operation, so I thought I'd give it a go. But I didn't. I just couldn't build it up, and I'd feel all right. I'd come back and I'd play a game, but because it was so unstable, like any turn, it was just giving way. And that'd be it. It'd be another swell up again. It'd be another through it. So it was the most frustrating time in my life, really. And that went on for about 2 years. I was desperate to get back. I went to every game and tried to get involved. And I think that's probably when I got involved in the organisation of it more than what I ever did, because I needed to be doing something. I missed the banter with the lads and seeing everybody and stuff. So that's what I did. I just sort of worked around it and just tried to help out in other ways.
Did it affect your mental health away from football, as in at home, or I don't know whether you're with your mum and dad?
I think different things sort of get triggered for it, because obviously you're not getting out, you're not training or anything like that, so you're feeding a little bit down on yourself. You end up. I was going to the pub a lot more than what I was doing, because there was nothing else to do. I'd go to the pub at 7 o'clock straight after work, because I knew the boys were going to be training, and at 7, and then they'd be down there by 8, 9 o'clock. And so yeah, it was good for me not being able to get up and do things. But I think you just sort of try to work around it and like get involved in other things to like take your mind off it. But it was hard, and like I say, I didn't play sort of week in, week out. I was sub a lot anyway, you know. So when you take the little bit of football away that I was doing, it was just so hard. I just missed the social side of it more than anything.
Yeah. What about you, Si?
To be honest, I've been quite lucky throughout my from an injury point of view. I've dislocated my ankle a few years back, and I remember a lot playing. But the hardest one I found was when I fell off my bike and broke my shoulder, my collarbone last year. And I done
Which one? The first one, or the second one?
Yeah, this was the first time.
The second one was just embarrassing. He fell off the curb. The other one, he was actually doing a jump.
The first one was doing a jump, yeah. But then that was when, as I broke it, was when they started doing training again, and then football started back again. And then well, you see, Dan, you know, when we started training over Chelmer, you'd be over there, and I was over there with my sling on the sidelines watching, wasn't I? Because I just have to kind of just to get out and get myself involved in any way, shape or form. And I used to go over to the training at Chelmer and stand on the sideline, and if the ball went off, I'd run and get the ball and kick it back because I just wanted to kind of keep involved in it. And that was hard for me, actually. And being in that sling for 7 weeks, I think it was 7 weeks, and then on the 8th week is when I done it again, broke the same shoulder again. But luckily, I think I only missed 3 games, I think it was, throughout when football started back again. So it would affect. I know it would have affected me a bit more if we was in normal times and I broke it and I couldn't play for a couple of months. It'd drive me mad. Luckily, I do a bit of football with the boys and I manage my boys' team, so I still keep myself busy. But I just love playing the game, and like you say, it does. It was affecting me not going to play on a Saturday afternoon and all that sort of stuff. And I kind of still. And then it got to a point where I thought, I'm not going to go and watch this week because I just want to get involved, and you get a little bit depressed with you, and you kind of, well, if I can't play and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of stopped it. But then luckily for me, the football stopped because of obviously the lockdown and all that again. And I was kind of quite lucky in that respect that I didn't really miss too much. But I think in the normal world, it would have drove me crazy a little bit.
Yeah, I think
to be fair to him, his jumping was pretty. I mean, it was pretty good. I've got some on camera. I might share some of it. But
that was a decent. The one that I fell over was the lowest one.
I think, like going back to what you said, Dan, like I think your mind's so powerful, and like when you got nothing to think about because you're laid up with an injury and stuff like that, you've got to sort of focus your mind on something else in the meantime while you're healing or whatever. And like I say, mine was like getting involved in helping sort stuff out and like secretarial side of things, and you know what I mean, just keeping the team running that way. I think that's what you need to do if you've got an injury. Still get involved somehow. I think
it's frustration as well, isn't it? The frustration that you can't do things even around the house. And like, I remember when I was injured and I had to put a rucksack on to go to the kitchen on my crutches so that I could get stuff to bring back. Like, so I had to have a rucksack just next to my chair to go and get a can of Coke or something because I couldn't carry it back. And it's just like a bit humiliating, and falling off with like a mobility scooter in the park probably wasn't my proudest moment. Bloke ran over and said, are you all right, mate? And I said, apart from my pride, yeah, I'm fine, mate. I'm absolutely fine, as my leg was still tied to it. But yeah, I mean, but we'll touch on a bit of that next week. Next week, we're going to do a similar sort of interview bit where we do a round about injuries as well. So if you want to come on next week as well with anything around injuries, and we'll go into a little bit more depth around injuries next week. So please dial in again. We've had some more comments on there. We've had Aaron Wright agrees toughest player Jamie McKenzie should get a mention, and Christian's put Robbo had a great touch. He was at Norwich Youth for a bit. Is that right? And then Christian's asked you both the team that you hated playing against. What was the team that you hated playing against? I think I know Rich's.
See, Bryce.
I suppose it depends on like what era, because like if you talk about the afternoon, it was Wycombe Royals were an hard team to play against, and Crescendo. I don't know if you remember them, Andy. Like Crescendo, they were always you always got a game out of them. So yeah, there was a few players in there that were annoying and just used to go out just to wind you up, you know. So it was someone like me.
We played for Gallywood. There was Riddle, Broomfield, OCs were always quite good. I think if you remember, do you remember Sean Crockford? He's a good player. They was always quite an hard team. Riddle were always good. Printy always had a good team, decent team.
I'll tell you what, one of the recent ones, Priory Sports, with the old Watsons. Like, Jesus Christ, like, it was relentless, you know. We knew him like three brothers, three different players as well, but all decent players. And you knew you was going to be on a hide into nowhere, you know. Like little John Watson, he like bang goals in for fun. Lee at the back, he was, I mean, one of the great left foot, wasn't he? So Lee Watson. Yeah, and then if you put out a foot out of line, then I can't remember what was the other brother. Yeah, like he's going to break your neck if you put a foot out of line. Yeah, so yeah, that was it was a difficult game to play. But yeah, nice.
Matt Smith's come back in and it said it's because Wycombe Royals had the best left wing back in the league. Matt, if you want to name who that is, that'd be good.
Matt was a wing back, was he?
And then Christian's put Highfield Vic.
Oh God, yeah,
Highfield Victoria, Jesus, yeah.
They were the old. I think there was the Hawes brothers.
They got kicked out in the end, I think, didn't they?
They got kicked out after we played them. I'll tell you about that when I'm interviewed.
Yeah, they got a vet side now. They called Silver End. They play in the Vets League. If you play, you might have played them, Dan. A lot of
them. I haven't played them since that game Rich was talking about. I want to play them either.
Was that when there were police there and all sorts, wasn't it?
It just went off massively. I'll talk about that another day. That involves Kev as well.
Yeah, that was that. There was I can't remember. There was a game. They were really. I think they had one half decent, but they was all good players. That was the problem.
Fella in the middle, is it Kevin, the centre midfielder? He was a really good player.
There was him, and then there was a centre back, an older guy. I think he was the captain, but he was kind of, like I say, they was all a bit laddie and all good, great players.
Fair they weren't quality.
But there was one bloke who was always all right at the back, and he'd sort of generally have a bit of a chat with you or whatever.
Joe Smith played with most of them at Whittam. Joe knows most of them.
Who?
Joe Smith.
Robbo's put, Riddle through all age groups were always tough games because it was a really well-run club. I'd agree. I think that Riddle were really good, weren't they? I think Danny, the team that you played for with Barnard and stuff, they were always a tough team. If we put them in the cup.
Partners.
That was always a game. What was it?
Partners.
You used to play by the hospital. With Kev C.
We used to play Riddle college pitch, the nice pitch. We used to wear an orange kit. By the hospital.
That's up by the kegs pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we played for Ravens at Waltham, Little Waltham. Great Waltham. We played like next to a little park.
Yeah. I think it was that one.
We used to wear the red and white. Ian Wilson, Sidney Bowen, and all that. That
was good. Like, you had some good players.
Yeah, it was a good side.
Like Darren Barnard was a great player. I'll tell you who else was a great player was Ian as well.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he came over to you, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was a quality player. A bit like Rich, he got injured, done his knee in. I didn't know him at the time. He played for Burnham Ramblers, and then when I played with him, he had his knee injury. He was still quality, but just mobility-wise, he couldn't get around as much. He was brilliant.
Like that was his timing was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
brilliant player. Okay, right. The next thing that was on the agenda was just about goals this week. So from the weekend, what goals sticks in your mind from match of the day or anything like
Jesse
that?
Lingard.
Jesse Lingard.
JP
Benteke.
That was a good finish, wasn't it?
Great finish.
That's the first goal he's ever scored, isn't it?
Yeah, it might as well be. What about the Southend goal, Nathan Ferguson? What a goal!
Unbelievable. I mean, I put the link on. You can watch that. So, yeah, sort of top corner. It wasn't as good as Pierce, but it was.
He was nearer the halfway line, and he was the goal.
Yeah.
What was Giroud's goal like last night? Was it an overhead? I haven't seen it. Was it decent?
Overhead, yeah, it was good finish.
I see something.
What else? I'm just thinking. And obviously we had the shock result of Everton. It's the first time that they'd won it at Anfield for
since 99.
99, yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable. They've just completely imploded, haven't they?
Do we think West Ham will beat City on Saturday though? That's the main.
Tough team. Even Arsenal couldn't beat them. So
I know, but West Ham, we're good this season, though, aren't we? Are you talking about Man City?
Yeah, right. We're talking about West Ham. Let's move on. Chris has asked. I think Rich, we've already asked you this one, but Si, best goal you've ever scored?
Oh God, John, mine probably was when I played. Actually, Andy, you'll probably quite like this. It was at Roots Hall in a cup final. We lost the cup final on 2-1 in extra time. But I think we was 1-0 down with probably, I don't know, only 89th minute, I think it was. And I remember Bod winning a header in the midfield, or Carla, it might have been Carla actually, or someone. And the ball knocked down and it bounced. And I think I just hit it from about, it must have been, I don't know, 30, 35 yards. And just straight into the top corner at Roots Hall. Yeah, that's probably my
What a place to score it.
I know. And do you know this is no word of a lie. I remember we was in the changing room, come out the changing room after the game, and there was a guy, I don't know whether he works there, he was a ticket man or something, and he said to me, "That's one of the best goals I've ever seen at this ground." Apparently.
Yeah, obviously not seen Stan Collymore play.
He's not seen Stan Collymore.
But yeah, that's probably my best. I've scored not loads. I've never really been one for scoring bundles and bundles of goals, but yeah, I'm more kind of.
I've never seen him score a tap in, Dan. You know, ever. I've never seen him just have a little tap in. Everything's from miles away or on the volley, or and also he's never celebrated a goal in his life ever.
No,
you know what I mean? He literally scored like a goal like near the halfway line, a free kick against Margaretin. Like he stood over the ball. Right, there was a bit of a grudge going on, and it was the greatest game involved in. And he'd been kicked up in the air a couple of times. He was a little bit of a target that day, weren't you, Si? And he sticks the ball down just on around the centre circle in their half. It just welts this ball top corner, but he knows what he's going to do. He shouts out, "Get on the goalkeeper," just in case he spilled it. The goalkeeper got nowhere near it. He just turns around, wipes his nose, and just walks back.
Maybe he's worried he's going to hurt his collarbone. He's celebrating it.
I've never really there's obviously the odd goal where you can't, but I've never really, you know what I mean, run off and go a bit crazy and all that. I don't know. I've never really done it. I suppose. I don't know.
Liam's just popped up. Hi, Liam. He's just said the favourite Mates FC goal. I think there is only one.
No.
That's not Liam. I reckon Pierce has hacked his account, isn't it?
Yeah, he must have.
Liam, have you left your phone anywhere near Pierce?
I'll tell you my favourite Mates FC goal. My favourite.
Sorry, the last game that we played, Andy, when was it Mates v Mates? The last game that we had when it was peeing down with rain and it was freezing cold and everyone was soaking wet. And what was the score? I think it was like 7-6.
Something like that,
yeah. It was a 7-4 game and Matty G got a hat trick. Was it that game you took?
No,
let's not talk about that near post goal.
And it was there was some great goals in that game, weren't there?
Yeah,
remember?
It's been good play. My favourite one is probably Mates FC's first ever goal in the tournament we played. It's probably come up 2 years ago now. We first got me involved, and John Knight had been training over with Football Fitness for a little bit. Never really played football before. He got involved in the tournament and he slammed a ball in the back of the net, and then he was so pleased to have got himself out there and then to score Mates FC's first goal. So that'll always be in my mind. So yeah, John Knight, Mates FC.
Was that the one over? Was that Malsham when that one?
Yeah,
When you
that
lost
one.
the
Yeah. Nah, not me, Dan.
You lost your temper. That can't be right.
Only a little bit.
I don't even have a temper. I've lost it so many times.
Liam, what's put a thing up? What's been your favourite mates FC goal? And also Matty Smith, what's been yours? And John Knight's on here as well, isn't he? Any of the mates boys, what's been your favourite one? And also any goals from last week that you want to put up there. Matt, don't put any Leyton Orient ones. Get them up there. But Liam, who's yours? I mean, there's only one that sticks in my mind, really. That acrobatics, timing.
What about your favourite goal, Dan?
My favourite what? Mate's goal.
What's your favourite goal that you've scored?
Oh, it's not my week, mate. I'm not meant to be hoping. Yeah, I'll leave it for another week. Mates has got to be Pierce. I can't think of any other. There wasn't really any. All the other goals have just been normal goals, haven't they? I haven't been there for that many games, so I can't really.
I'll tell you what's another good goal. The goals we scored on when we played at Whittam, that night game. Who scored that first goal?
That last minute penalty was quality, wasn't it?
Liam's come back. He said Kieran Dew in the mates versus mates, top bins from the left hand side. Yeah, that was a good goal.
Was you a goal, Andy?
Yeah.
He's a good player, isn't he, Kieran? Is he? I don't know Kieran. Is Kieran because he's a coach, isn't he? Has he played much, like in the way of youth football? He looks like he's got a really good touch with him.
He's a good little player, but he just he's fitness like all the kids at the moment. I do a bit of Gallywood's under 16s. Their fitness is awful. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why. I think they just sit on Xboxes and things like that all the time.
All hoverboarding round Gallywood and that. That's why they got no energy.
Rich, you say about do I remember these goals? Yeah, I remember picking the ball up out the back of the net.
The one that Piers let through his legs as well. Who was that? Was that Ben? Ben, wasn't it?
That one that I went through my legs in the first second of the game because it was wet, slippy, and I stopped it on the line. That was a little heart race moment. But
lads, what about the worst place you've ever go to play away? Like either furthest or like just a horrible place to go.
I think I sent a message on this one the other week when I weren't on. Harlow. We went to Harlow.
Oh, rough.
Yeah, in I think it was the first round or second round of the County Cup on that year that we won it, and it was horrific. Like the changing rooms was all I could describe. It was like an old bomb shelter, weren't it? So it was just like a brick
didn't have
building.
Any windows or doors, did it?
It was just horrific. You know, what I mean, I thought you couldn't even find anywhere to sit, would you? There was just sort of like dirty old newspapers that had been set fire the night before by the local kids in the corner. It was just stunk of piss. It was absolutely horrific. It came out and like the team that we played, I reckon everyone was either on remand, or like day release or something, because they were the most violent, horrible, just scumbags, weren't they? So they just I think one of the lads, he was only one of the youngsters that we had in the team. He just turned around, just punched him straight in the face, didn't he? For one of their players for nothing, like that. And I saw a goal. He went to headbutt me, and then referee comes up.
Come running on us. His dad come running on.
It was just chaos. And I don't think there was a bad challenge in the game from us, but literally they just wanted to kill us.
Christians put Canning Town.
Oh, yeah.
I think the worst one I've been to is Tilbury. We played a cup game in Tilbury years and years ago. No, this weren't years ago. Actually, I can't remember. It was adult football, and it was horrendous. And then we was getting tomatoes and fruit and things lobbed at us in the pitch in the middle of Tilbury. It was horrendous. And I remember
pantomime.
You are?
They thought it was a pantomime.
Oh, God, I don't know, but I remember I can't remember who I was playing for at the time. It might have been Baddo's Saturday. I can't remember what it was. And I remember the team we then played them again 3 or 4 months later, and then I remember they turned up really, really late for the game, about 5 minutes before the kickoff. And anyway, I was doing the toss up with the captain, doing with the old ref and all that. And I said, "Oh mate," I said, "Oh, you boys, did you not know where it was?" And the guy went, their captain went to me, "Yeah, we know exactly what Chelmsford is. Half of us have been in the nick half of our lives." I was like, "So we know Chelmsford well. So half of us have been in Chelmsford nick." And it was this thing. They was horrendous. They was absolutely horrendous. But
I remember my mate used to live in Basildon, and I could hear football playing, and behind his house was a field. And so I thought, oh, I'll get up and go and watch the Sunday morning football. So I'm watching the game, and it was quite a good game. And then all of a sudden, this guy, I think he got flagged offside, so he gave a little bit to the lino, and then and then the ref come over, and then he told the ref what he thought. And anyway, he ended up getting sent off just because of this offside decision. Right? He went mad. So he walks off the pitch, and you think, right, so carried on watching the match. But 20 minutes later, he comes back with this big old dog, right? And it didn't look like the friendliest dog in the world. And he goes and just stands behind the lino and just keeps walking up and down the line with the lino. And the ref came over and went, "Look, like you can't do that. Like you're intimidating the lino." And he said, "I'm just walking my dog, mate, in the park. Just walk." And it was like, and it started kicking off. And in the end, the captain had to get involved, and the manager had to get involved, and they had to tell this guy to take his dog home and just go away, because otherwise the ref was going to abandon the match. But I thought, God, that was a nice little friendly game. But yeah, some funny ones, isn't there?
The other thing is
Sunday League.
that cup county cup final that I've said before was like my greatest memory of Sunday League. So they move it around Essex, like the final. So I think it's been played like at Roots Hall and thingy. When it's our time, when we get to the final, we end up in Pitsea. What a place! Yeah, what a place Pitsea was.
Yeah,
you could have gone to any of them nice places. I think Colchester United had it like 2 years before. Yeah, and then we ended up in Pitsea.
Yeah, he's good when you play at a nice stadium.
David Robinson said Senrab in London. They're a decent side, but horrible.
Do you know what, that
people.
Senrab team? I remember when I used to go and watch Piers and Rambo and all that over Slades Lane with Christian and Dave and all that. And that Senrab was a fantastic. They was from London. They was a horrible team, but
East London,
yeah.
I googled. Actually, I listened to it on the podcast. I've just started listening to Off the Hook with Jimmy Bullard.
Yeah,
it's really good. And he had Bobby Zamora on the first episode. Really good it is. And Bobby Zamora played for Senrab. And
I think John Terry was as well.
John Terry, Rio,
Ledley King,
Ferdinand. Yeah, all of them played.
Yeah, I think they.
And
It was
Ferdinand legend.
Christian Crazy has also said Outward Common pitches was shite. Yeah, I remember Outward Common were horrible back in the day.
I think it was Defoe played for Senrab. I think even the likes of
I'd have probably played for Senrab, I reckon, at some point if I lived down that way.
Yeah, I reckon so. No, mate.
Kenrab.
Kenrab.
There's some great players. Defoe was probably offside then as well, like he was all the time for Tottenham. But wouldn't get away with it now. He wouldn't be half the player, would he? He was always offside. Always offside. Like VAR now, they'd be having a field day with him. Okay, we've got any more there? Matt Smith agrees with you, Rich. Being on the pitch for the first Mates FC goal was great. Not the best of goals, but his favourite. Sarah's penalty would have been a great goal if the keeper didn't get in the way of it.
Sarah got an assist, didn't she, in her first game?
Yeah.
First ever game of football, and she got an assist. Got injured doing it, but unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her first ever game, really good. Did great job.
Mate, she's got so many stories already, and what a year in.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. Like playing in that horrendous rain, and then
refereeing it.
Those little black beads.
Oh, that was bad. That was the last game, wasn't it?
That was the last game, and I was just reffing it, and I was absolutely soaked. But
I ref one the week before, and it was the same pissing down, weren't it? It was just horrendous. So it's hard enough like playing in it, but like I feel sorry for these refs now that like when you're reffing it, you can't even like get yourself warm and build up a sweat. So
that game against Football Fitness Club over Melbourne, that was the opposite. That was baking hot.
Oh yeah,
really hot.
That's the thing with them 3G pitches. I like them and that, but because they're made of rubber, as soon as the heat comes down on them, the heat just stays in your feet, and literally every time you make a run, your feet are just burning from like heating up like the old car tires that they've melted down and ripped to pieces for you to stand on.
Right. Thanks a lot, guys, for your input tonight and being in the hot seat. I think should we get Dave back in to do the challenge and see where everyone is from the guys that are taking part in the Mates Challenge, the walking challenge. Here he is.
All right.
Hi, David.
Dave, what have you been up to?
Just lurking. Yeah, so we wanted to keep a bit of a community going. So with all of the players that have played for us in our first 10 games, we gave them an opportunity to take part in like a bit of a steps challenge. We started off doing like a 40-mile one, which was the equivalent of going up Everest. And most people done that in the first week. So we've had to make something a bit bigger. So currently, it's just been mad. We've got 5 teams. Each team's got 5 people. And we are 2 weeks ahead. We were going from Land's End up to John O'Groats. Back down, we're on our way back down. We should have reached John O'Groats probably this week, but nearly all of the teams have gone past it now. 4 of the teams have gone past it and are on their way back down. And then that's going to culminate in those 5 teams being actual teams and playing against each other. So as we go up the country and come down the country, as we pass different checkpoints, which are stadiums, we get some goals. And then I've got to work out, because I haven't done that yet, I've got to work out how we turn those into real goals for the tournament. And then second week back to football, we've got a match for, everyone that took part in this challenge. So what's been mad is we expected it to take about 6 weeks to get to John O'Groats. It took about 4 weeks. Everyone's absolutely smashing it. What people are putting in, like Rich there, who's just hidden in his bar. He basically sits on a hamster wheel all day. He's part of my team. He's on a hamster wheel all day. Andy's sitting there all day. and then you've got Captain Danny here. He's also the captain of Team Scrambled Legs. And last week we were 12 miles between us. It's just been mad what people are doing. It's fantastic, but it's been really good keeping a bit of, starting some new little groups, and we've tried to split the groups up a bit so people that don't necessarily know each other are in that group and get to know their teammates before we get back to playing together. So that's been really good. And everything's just really exciting. The Sunday League team, we are going really well with that. That should kick off next season. Everything's going to plan at the moment. We've got our ground secured. We won't go into that at the moment, but we've got that secured, and stuff's going well. Anything you want to say, Andy? I'm just looking at you at the corner of your lips there going.
Oh, sorry. It's just we've had a few comments. Simon has come in and said Team Danny for the tournament win. Yeah, we can all dream. Christian has come in. That explains your long walks on Strava, Dan.
I'm injured.
That's his dogging hobby.
Ben's come in and said steps are going to destroy the tournament.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because you got the team in the challenge that are the Groat Enders, that are the current leaders. They may not necessarily. Pardon?
Swan are leaders, aren't they?
No, we're second.
Oh.
No, Ross's team beats us constantly. He's been number 1 every week. We've been number 2. And I say this week, you were only 12 miles behind us as number 3. So, yeah, it's well close. But, you know, our team, we've got people that don't play football like me and Andy. So there's a lot of pressure on other people. But then you've got a team like Ben's team, Steps, because they're all young and actually really good at football. Dave,
I'm just thinking, not one of our team play football.
That's a minor detail. Don't worry about it. We'll swap them out for real people.
We've got two horrific injuries. Someone who's never kicked a ball before in his life.
Well, can I just say he kicked a tennis ball the other day, and he didn't even make the ditch that he tried to kick it into.
It was muddy. I didn't want to fall over.
And then we've got Ben in our team as well, and he's not even sure what foot he is, like left or right. Like not sure which one kicking football is better.
I ain't seen him for about 10 years. Yeah, so yeah, things will balance out. It's going to be quite interesting, that one. But
Liam said they've got the team of youths.
Right. Well, you say that. I'd say the team of toddlers, because you've got 5 people in your team. I've added 3 more people to give you a chance. But no, you are absolutely. You're catching up. You're doing what the figures I planned. That is what Liam's team are doing. The others are just, I don't know where it's coming from. I'm just finding myself, like you've seen the photos at the weekend, I'm going out at stupid o'clock doing weird walks in the park in the dark, and then feeling really awkward because I'm like, oh, what if someone sees me lurking in the park on my own at this time? They won't believe me. I'm wearing a bra. What are they going to say?
That's just it, though. Like what you just said, you wouldn't go out normally, would you? Every weekend, every day.
No, it's good. I wouldn't.
Everyone's smashing it. Absolutely.
I'll sit on my balcony. I used to sit on my balcony every Saturday morning, watch park run outside, and just eat a bacon sandwich. But now, like, I'm in that park lurking around. Yeah, so it's doing what it's supposed to do, and it's keeping people out there, keeping them fit, giving encouragement. Excuse this train. Giving encouragement to each other, and a good bit of healthy competition and a good bit of banter. We're going to be fair. Like Liam's team is. I'm not going to say they're behind. Other teams are ahead. Good old bit of a twist there, but yeah, we'll give them a bit of boost because we want a level playing field. And I might play.
You've got to play.
Got to play.
How good will that be?
I don't know why you think I'm rubbish.
Yeah, you lot can keep taking the mickey. When he bangs like 20 goals in the tournament, we'll be laughing then. Me with a clean sheet. Dave's got as much chance of scoring 20 goals as me keeping a clean sheet.
Christian's just made a really good point. Bit of competition gets people motivated.
It definitely has.
Yeah, it does. It's right. Like last week, I think we needed something. I don't know if it was like 40 miles or something like that. I jumped on the bike.
It jumps on 20 miles.
Yeah, done 20 miles on the bike, and then thought I'm going to go again. So I gave it a little while, and then got back on, tried to do another 20 miles.
He sent a photo, and he looked like he'd had a bucket of water thrown over him. It was absolutely sweating, poor thing, on that.
And I thought I'm going to play my part, so I walked downstairs.
Got Jaffa cake, went upstairs again.
That's just it, though, right? Like with my team, not my team, with our team, if we know that we're really close to the team above, and we're about to get to a checkpoint, they all just, as soon as I put something in the messenger, they'll all come back. If there's never anyone you've got to chase up, like Tom and Matt, for example, will just smash out the miles every day, but we'll just basically, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm just getting too emotional.
You look like
yeah. No, then basically it motivates you. Whereas if there wasn't any communication, people would probably just think, I can't be asked. But when you know you've got, like, say, 12 miles to hit, it's making you want to go out and do it.
Yeah.
And then well, the thing is, you're like athletic and you go and do running. You've got Rich on his hamster wheel in his shed, Andy rolling that chair around that room. And then I'm a bit like, I get all awkward. I'm a bit like Roy Cropper from Coronation Street, lurking around Chelmer Park in me Parker jacket, just trying to do some miles and stuff.
Can I just say, we had lovely Valentine's Walk, Dave.
We did actually, yeah.
The little Robin followers. It was lovely.
How did you start your Valentine's Day?
Well, I actually got serenaded with some flowers and some chocolates.
And
and a bacon, a sausage back.
Sausage back from Urzel's.
And music playing.
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't want to go for a walk? Who doesn't want to go for a walk with like me and Andy? And to be greeted in a quiet, peaceful Sunday morning in Sandon, greeted by a fat man, me, in a Range Rover, opening the door of his Range Rover, ramming a sausage bap in your hand, and really loudly playing Kylie and Jason, especially for you, then presenting you with a bouquet of flowers and a choice of 3 hot drinks.
Yeah.
And then we had a lovely walk up the river. Noticed some people not clearing their dog shit up, and lovely. Sorted the world out, didn't we, boy?
Yeah, and the little Robin followed us all the way.
Yeah. Something I want to say is well done to Ben, who's on our team this week. He don't get a lot of time. He's got 2 young kids, and he's an air conditioning engineer, so he's always on call or something. But he jumps on the bike and done like 41 miles or something straight this week, like on like Tuesday morning or something. It's like, yeah.
I see him on Strava. He's mad.
Yeah, just when he does get the time, he proper puts the effort in. So yeah, well done to him this week.
On the subject of Strava, so we don't only have Mates of C. So Mates is itself is mental health awareness through educational speaking, is what Mates stands for, and it is a mental health support group based around a Facebook group, private Facebook group. Over 1,500 people in there from about 60 odd countries. And you just go in, join that. And if you just want to get something off your chest and talk about how you're feeling, or if you just need someone to talk to, you've got people there that all understand and are in a similar situation. And just, they may not have the same things going on in their life as you do, but they understand things going on in your life. They're there if you just want to sort of say hello, or just say, is anyone there to have a chat to, or you want to ask about medication you might be on for like mental health issues, and just say, oh, did you have this side effect, that sort of thing. 1,500 people in there. Now that's the core thing of Mates. We then have a weekly walk, which will be back shortly. We have a weekly drop-in that will be physically back shortly, hopefully as well. We have walks all over the place as well. They're all listed in the events tab on Mates, not Mates FC. Parkrun, when Parkrun comes back, you can come and meet us at Parkrun, and not me. I'll be sitting on a balcony eating a bacon sandwich. But you can meet us at Parkrun and come and run with us. So you've got someone to run with. We've got a golf society. We'll be putting some information out about that. Andy's part of the golf society. So we'll have some information out on Mates about that shortly. What else do we do? We've got a cycling club. You can either go on Strava and just upload your cycle to there, or share your cycle there. But we also organise little rides together once the restrictions allowed, and challenges. And it's really good with Strava to have something like that, especially during lockdown, that you can do something remotely, but also get the feedback from people and people in that Strava group. We've got a Strava group for cycling, Mates cycling, for Mates running, for Mates walk. There's a football fitness one on there, the Mates FC one on there. There's loads of Mates Strava groups. But yeah, the running, like Danny's a great one for it. Sharing his runs on there. It's really good to motivate other people. And what I found during lockdown is when you see someone else's run or walk, you're like, oh, where's that? Where have they gone? Instead of just doing the same walk you normally do, you see these beautiful places and different ideas of places to go, and you go and copy them. But then, Andy, the app you used, what was that for our walk when I kicked a tennis ball at you?
What was it? It was the audience survey map, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can go on the Ordnance Survey app and you can find routes, walks that people have already put there, or you can log your own walk on there as well. So just GPS where you are, and it will show you other walks that people have done in the area. But
Gone back to 1979. We gone back to 1979. Did like that?
Well, can I just say, it's actually a very good app, and you can just look at it from where you are, and it shows you popular walks if you want to do that.
And if you're people like,
so if you go on there and put Carlton Farm, you can go to the burger van at Carlton Farm, and it starts there, and it will take you on a lovely, like 5-mile walk.
Yeah. So if you are at probably Chelmer's premier burger van, if you're there eating and then you're like, oh, should we walk somewhere? It's really convenient. Just like instead of having to actually go somewhere, you can just walk from the burger van and back to the burger van.
I thought that was supposed to be a secret location.
We've not mentioned what's there. We've just mentioned the burger van.
Do you have to keep looking at your phone all the time?
Well, no, there are clearly signposted public rights of way. But if you're like Andy and I, and you're just in a field and it's really muddy, yes, you look at your phone constantly.
And then you realise sometimes your phone, because you're in the middle of nowhere, your phone takes a little bit of time to catch up. So when you get to the end of that footpath that you think is a footpath and it's a dead end and you have to walk back on yourself for about half a mile, you realise that yes, it takes a little time to catch up on itself. But
and sometimes you realise that it isn't a dog, it's a horse, but it's quite far away. And then that horse hated you, didn't it? We went over to touch a horse. I'll rephrase it. We went over to pet a horse or look at a horse or something, and it just like it waited until it got right near us, and then it basically sneered and walked off. Hated us.
It proper drew us in like it wanted like a stroke. It came right up and
touch me.
Like, all like, come on, boys. And we got it. And
It wrong.
It just went and legged it off.
Yeah. Well, we just had pockets full of mini eggs. If you should come on our fitness walks, they're great.
We're still alive, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, that's our actual life. Anyway,
this isn't fake. This is real.
No, it's good. It's good about getting out there and having a laugh. Like we were like, basically, Andy and I are not built for the countryside. It was almost like California Man or Babe Pig in the City. It's like I got stuck up a mountain once, and I was wearing a pair of Louboutins, and I was just like, it was all snowy and ice, and we got rescued by the what country was I in? The Czechoslovakian, I think they were, fire brigade who happened to be snowboarding, and they took us. They put us in their van to get us down the mountain, and then they broke up a Milka bar and gave us a bit of Milka each, gave us a bottle of beer. And then this bloke opened this box, and it's like, oh no, I won't do an accent. He opened this lunch box, and he's like, I've made this lunch. You can have some. And we're like, okay. And he started passing it around, and it was ripped up ham and ripped up cheese in a box, just like a whole Tupperware box of ripped up food. And then he showed me a photo of, actually, it's on my Facebook, I better be careful. He showed me a photo of his arsenal, and it was a Facebook photo gallery of all of his guns that he's got. And then he took us to a bar, and then they all came and got drunk with us, and they were on duty anyway. But that's what happens when you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, it's brilliant. It was nice.
Let's quickly read out Simon's comment just to change the subject.
Simon,
he's put, we need to get a fishing group together. I'd happily help sort it out.
Oh, nice.
I misread fishing there. Yeah. Fishing would be absolutely, and yeah, that's something would be a good idea for mates. Yeah.
Yeah, I like fishing.
Yeah,
Would be well good at fishing, Andy.
I reckon we would.
I used to go fishing all the time.
My dad took me fishing once when I was a kid, and he went to get some of the bait out, and he was like, and he looked over at me, and I've got the luncheon meat that was the bait and the bread, and I've made a luncheon meat.
You two would use mini eggs as bait.
Honestly, my dad was like, "That's the bait." I was like, "Oh, is it? I thought it was lunch." I've made a little spam sandwich.
I'd love to spam something. I could bend over and dip our teats in the water.
Christian Crozer said it sounds like a great app. It is. I can share the app. It is. It's great.
It is a great.
It might have been being sarcastic. It's hard to tell with text.
We haven't actually done the windmill of Gallywood yet. We're still waiting to do that one in anticipation.
We saw a property called Windmill, didn't we?
Windmill, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's watching for that. Every week they tune in. It's like, I still don't know what a windmill is.
Okay, we will do it. We will get that on the pad.
Dan, the millions of people that are on Strava have all been on the wrong app all this time. It's the Alderman survey one that's the winner.
You laugh, but you'll all be on it now.
Yeah. You find these little walks, they're lovely.
Unfortunately, my phone died. Otherwise, I would find out exactly what it's called. But by next week, I'll have it all ready for you.
Andy, looking at your mileage, I think that Alderman survey map must have like a mile radius on it, isn't it?
It has got cycle track. No.
He's got like one of those books from the 80s, and he just draws it.
In a map book.
I've actually got one of those. You know, you put over your neck.
But that's honestly what we're like. We get to we're walking through mud, and then we get to this sign. Like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's where they've left sunflowers, dried sunflowers, to feed the birds. That's nice, isn't it?
You know where you go, right? What are the coordinates of this? Yeah. No, it's not orienteering.
Yet.
Trust me. The biggest highlight of the walks, apart from spending time together, is who is going to fall on their arse first. Because a lot of the time, where it's been so wet, the paths haven't been great. So
we weren't paths. We were walking through a ploughed field.
But you can see where the deer had been. It was very good.
Hold on, you two start a fitness walk at a burger van. Imagine if the pubs were open, where they'd be on the way.
Rich.
Can you imagine?
I got him out of the house, didn't I? I got him out of the house.
Yeah,
he's ordnance survey slip and slide. That's what it sounds like.
I got him at a burger van. I waved a breakfast stick in his face, and we went for a walk. I got him to a river, and I waved a sausage bap in his face, and we walked up a river. Because normally there's really good ploughmen when you get to Paper Mill Lock, but Paper Mill Lock's currently shut. But now we know how long it takes, and we'll be up and down there all the time.
Right, yeah. I did my bit. All right.
Yeah.
You're doing good. You're doing good, Andy.
We're proud of you. Right. Sincerely.
Anyway, football. Right, I'm going to go because I'm bored of myself. I'm going to go now. I'm going to let Si back in to say goodbye. But thank you all for watching. And we may have a special guest next week, but I don't know.
Sorry, change rooms?
Oh, where are you now, Simon?
I'm underneath my stairs.
He's like Phil Spencer.
No, this is my work area. Like this is my home working.
Like your understairs cupboard looks massive.
No, it's not really, mate.
So it's really little.
A bit of washing in the background. No,
it's open plan. I thought it was like an actual cupboard.
No, I'm not actually. Like Gordon the Gopher in the cupboard. No, I'm. The kids are going to bed. I was upstairs. The kids were watching a film. They're going to bed now, so I'm right, come on.
Favourite goal?
You are?
No, I was talking to the boy.
YouTube sensation. Right.
Loves it.
thank you all for tonight. Thank you, Rich and Si, for opening up with all your football stories. Thank you for everyone who's commented and participated tonight. Really much appreciated. Like I said, we're all over the moon that you guys have jumped at the chance of getting out again and playing football, and booking all those matches up is brilliant, and we can't wait to get there and start coaching again. So yeah, things are looking bright, as they say. So keep strong, and yeah, it'd be good to get back out there again. So thank you for tonight, and see you all next week. Thanks.
See you later.
Bye bye.